Hey guys, what's up? So the course here is talking about a perfect strategy for UPSC CSE 2019 aspirants. So here I am taking that you have 1 year time period. So even if you are listening to this in June of 2018, still it will work. Even if you have 9 months, still it will work for you. And if you have more than 1 year, definitely it will work for you. But the question which you will be asking to yourself is why this strategy is needed in the first place. There are so many strategy courses. See, like Abraham Lincoln once famously said that if you give me 6 hours to cut a tree, I will spend the first 4 or 5 hours in sharpening the axe. Because it is very, very important to have a very effective strategy rather than going nowhere. So, why this strategy? This is the course, this is the answer I will be giving to you via this lesson. So, the first and the foremost thing is this strategy is just like vaccination. It will help in prevention of the disease. Many people think that they have the right strategy, they get selected in the first attempt, so they think that everybody has the right strategy. Similarly, people who live in USA, they think that they have a perfect healthcare system, so everybody have a perfect healthcare system in India. But let them visit India, let them visit Bangladesh, where people are dying of hunger, where people are dying of diarrhea, where people are dying of malaria, where people are dying of so basic disease which are completely unheard of in USA. So similarly, those people who get the right strategy, they feel that everybody has the right strategy, but rather they are lucky. It is better to start in the right direction than to keep on changing direction and reaching nowhere. Majority of the students which I know, they do not start in the right direction. They come from a poor background, they come from a humble background, they do not know any civil servant. That is why they are not able to cope up, and by the time they know the strategy, it is already too late. So that is why prevention is always better than cure. Just remember this statement. So it is better to have a strategy rather than getting lost. Now, you surely do not want UPSC preparation to become a 5-year plan. Now this is a problem with many of the students, because in first 2-3 attempts they said that everybody should have their own strategy. I disagree with it. See, Lakshmikant is the best book for polity, right? So everybody should study that. It's just that I have a different strategy, then I will not study that book. It is absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. 90% strategy has to overlap between two good students. They will have to study the Hindu, they will have to study the NCRTs, they will have to study the economic survey, they will have to study everything. Otherwise, after 2-3 years of preparation, you will realize that these are the things to do. Then you will end up giving 2 years to it. So try not to make UPSC preparation another 5-year plan. And just on the lighter side of it, even planning commission has been extinct now, because we realize 5 years is too big a time. You do not know what is going to happen at the end of 5 years, right? Nobody can know for sure. Like, was there WhatsApp 5 years ago? Answer is no, but it is there everywhere. So I'm just talking about like majority of the adoption. Obviously it is there from 2009 onwards. Abundance of material, coaching institute, mentors, it is there in the market, and they will make you all the more confused. If you do not have from a standard source who either themselves have cleared the exam, for example rank 4 or etc., or those who have been teaching for a long time without having any vested interest, if you do not have a proper strategy from these people who actually have cracked the exam, or those are teaching from a long time, in that case, when you do not have that particular strategy, there is so much abundance of material, there is so many coaching institutes which are mushrooming in the violence of Rajendra Nagar, Mukherjee Nagar, there are so many mentors etc. You will feel so much confused at the end of this that you will not be able to do anything at all. So there is huge abundance of material, coaching institutes, mentors etc., and this will like really drain you out completely, absolutely completely. Now, why do you need a strategy even more? Like a person who is giving first attempt, they simply cannot afford to waste the precious time in devising the strategy. Like, there is no way you can devise a strategy that Hindu is not good, I will only read Times of India, and once I do not clear prelims, then I will change my strategy and then I will read the Hindu. It does not work like that. You cannot waste your precious time and even more precious youth in studying all the material in the market for years. For example, if doctor says paracetamol se fever kam ho jayega, you will not question him, right? Similarly, if I am saying that Lakshmikant is a better book for polity, you should not question me. You will not go and experimenting on paracetamol that whether the fever actually subsides or not, right? It is stupid. Similarly, you should not waste your precious youth by rectifying a random data of economic survey India book. It is absolute waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Okay. So you should not waste your precious youth in the market collecting the material, not clearing UPSC. And I have seen a lot of such people who become scholar, like people call them UPSC Baba. They know everything about everything under the sun, just that they are unable to clear the exam. They will never be able to clear the exam, but you ask them anything randomly, they will tell you 10 different facts about it. They are just UPSC Babas. Try not to become a UPSC Baba. Then, rather than following people who themselves have not cleared any exam in their life, it is better to listen to the toppers who have gone through the drill, know the nitty-gritties of UPSC preparation. There is one exception to it. Obviously, if a person is teaching from last 10-20 years, who himself or herself have interacted with a lot of toppers, they can also guide you very well. But usually, if you have somebody, let's say your friend is rank 3, then try to ask him how did he crack it. But usually they are usually brilliant, and then you are not able to relate to them. So that is also an issue with it. So still, like if you listen to 10 toppers and they say, everybody says the same thing, let's say answer writing practice has to be done, essay has to be written in so much time or amount, Lakshmikant is the best book for polity, and so on and so forth, then you know that you have to listen to them. There is no chance, that you do not have any other chance for yourself. Okay, then you have interacted with hundreds of people who have given 4, 5, 6 attempts and could not be selected, and almost all of them had this one regret, they did not get proper direction and guidance in the beginning. I get a lot of emails, even you might have interacted with such people, and if you have not, then trust me, I have interacted with them virtually, physically, in every way possible. I have got a lot of Facebook messages, a lot of emails, that after listening to your strategy or after listening to any topper's strategy on an academy, they were able to crack the exam. They are in Labasna right now, and it feels really good. So those people who have given like 8-10 years of their life, they already have this regret that direction and guidance was missing in the beginning. Now after 2 to 3 attempts of preparing in the wrong direction, what happens is you tend to fail, and since you fail, then enthusiasm goes down, then you don't want to prepare again. And people will absolutely lose enthusiasm after 2-3 attempts if you do not know the secret of cracking UPSC. That is why strategy becomes very, very important. It is very, very pertinent rather. Now the phase of just passing out from college and starting preparation for UPSC is the best phase to dedicate. Even if you are in the college like me or Tina, that is the best phase to start. But if just outside the college, that again becomes the best phase to dedicate and channelize your UPSC preparation in the right direction. So therefore, like, make hay while the sun shines. Okay, and finally, million people are following an academy. All of them cannot be naive, right? It is working for them. It includes a lot of toppers, including Soumya Pandey rank 4. So it will work for you too. Thank you for watching this lesson.